Are live. Good morning and good afternoon and good evening, love bugs. It's your favorite motivator, and Kim. I call her Credit Kim from Kim's Credit Leverage. Hey Kim, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you, Mimi, my favorite motivator?
I am happy. I am in Florida, sunshiny Florida, even though the sun is going down. It's a little late. It's definitely a little later out here than it is in the springs, but nonetheless, we are here as we said we will be every week, every Wednesday to show up for our people, to ask their questions and for us to share some information, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So,
Education is power.
yes, Miss Kim, before we get started, do you mind fully introducing yourself to everybody who is watching live and watching the replay?
Absolutely. Welcome, everybody, to the replay. Welcome live. My name is Kimberly Connor, where I am the CEO of Kim's Credit Leverage, where I teach you how to leverage what you have in order to get what you want. I'm also launching a business called Birth the Nation Network. I like to call myself a resource manager, where I find out what people's pain points are, what resources they need, and then I link them into resources that can help them to be successful.
Nice, nice. Love it, love it, love it. Very well needed in this community. So tonight, love bugs, in case I am new to you, I am Mimi the Motivator, your favorite motivator's favorite motivator. I am the host of Get High on Motivation, a podcast that drops every Wednesday about lunchtime if you're somewhere in the US. But find it on an app near you. It's on all the music and podcast apps out there. So go find it, find it, find it. But outside of that, I am what some people consider a holistic coach. I consider myself an educator, but what I do is I help people to create the life that they desire. I work with individuals, I work with organizations, and I work with couples as well because we all are on a mission to create something better in some area of our life, and I just want to help you get there to do that. So I come together and I partner up with this wonderful, beautiful, amazing lady on the screen with you just so that way we can empower you in a different area. So tonight we're going to talk about something in the credit department, and I'm going to let Miss Kim decide what it is.
Absolutely. What we've been touching bases on, and thank you for that amazing introduction. Thank you for partnering up with me in order to get the word to our people about financial literacy. Because one thing that I do realize, especially being in this industry, that our people perish from lack of knowledge. So
Yes.
I'm doing my due diligence to make sure that they understand financial literacy, especially credit. Credit is one thing that we were not taught in school, and another thing that our parents didn't teach us because their parents didn't teach them. So I just wanted to share a couple more credit tips this week. I know every week we were giving them, one credit tip at a time. We started with credit tip number one, which was the payment history, which is 35% of your credit report, which will bring you 192 points. Okay. Then week two, we did credit utilization, and that makes up 30% of your credit history, guys, which also can give you 165 points. So we went over payment history, we went over credit utilization. So today we're going to talk about age of credit, which makes up 15% of your credit history, and
Okay.
also 82 points. Okay. Now, age of credit means, say, like you had a credit of 7 years or whatever. So that would be your age of credit, or either 5 months or 6 months or whatever. Of course, the longer period of time that you have credit, the better.
Okay. So what about if there's somebody like me? Well, so love books, I'm going to tell you what my credit story is. Now, I was raised by a father who used credit very well. He's really good at using credit. He has lines of credit. He can walk in probably any store and get a line of credit because his credit, in a sense, is strong. But because he used credit so much, and I remember a time when he wanted to divorce his first wife, but he was like, oh, I'm in debt. I got all this credit debt, this credit card debt. I watched how credit affect him and having credit card debt affected him. So I went running in the opposite direction and paid cash for everything. I bought luxury cars and all, and I have paid cash for them all. I've only financed one vehicle, and that was the one when I graduated from college back in 2002. So
Mhm.
I had what they call a lack of credit. It would even come up on there, lack of revolving accounts. So I would get denied for a credit card because I didn't have a credit card. So I am just now starting my, what I feel like is a mission or a journey towards great credit, strong credit, but it's just starting now is what I feel like. So somebody like me who doesn't have that lengthy credit, what do you recommend for someone like that?
For somebody like that, and don't feel like you're alone. There are a lot of us out there. I didn't start working on my credit till like I was almost 50 when I started looking for a home. Okay. I had credit before, but I didn't know I had credit, if that makes sense. I
Yeah.
was just applying to things and didn't know that I was actually hurting my credit or helping it.
Mm.
I didn't know a thing about it. So one thing first, guys, is to be educated about credit and how it actually works. The second thing in your case, you can actually become an authorized user in somebody's account. Say like they had their credit cards for the last 20 years, like a lot of our parents may have for 20 years, or possibly a car loan that they've had for the last 5 years. They can put you on as a co-signer or a co-borrower on their car loan. As far as credit cards, they can put you on as an authorized user. But before you do that, guys, make sure that they have no missed payments on those things, and make sure that they've had their credit for a substantial amount of time. 2 years or better, preferably.
So do your homework. Don't just think that because you know your Grammy, like me, my Grammy has all kind of credit cards. And I did do this. I actually did reach out to her and ask her to put me on a card. So she made me an authorized user. But what I did make sure I requested of her is to not send me the card. That way I wasn't even tempted to use it. There, I'm just an authorized user, and now it shows that I have this available credit line on my account. So that is the one something, the one good something I got going on in my credit. So I'm glad that you just confirmed that I'm on the right track and that that is something that we can do. Um, what I know about our organization, Ove, is that we offer some programs for people to build their credit up because we don't just want to battle our credit, as I always say. We want to build and battle, which means we want to battle the stuff that's on there that's negatively impacting our credit score. And we want to take some actions or take participate in some programs that will allow us to add some points to the board. So can you think of maybe one of your favorite programs that we offer that does that and explain how it
Absolutely.
works out?
Absolutely. My favorite program, and this is free game, y'all. This is free game, is our self lender credit card, okay, or credit building resource. I'll just put it like that. It's a savings account where you could put anywhere in there from $25 up to $250 and establish a trade line of credit that will report to all three credit bureaus, guys. Me, for instance, I did one for $100. So they reported to all three credit bureaus as I had a positive trade line of $1,200. I like that better than a secured credit card because secured credit card starts off with a very minimum amount. So that's
Mm.
not really doing you any justice, okay? And then by the time you get a secured credit card, they charge you, say like it's a $200 credit card. They charge you the $90 annual fee off the rip, and then you only have a $200 limit, remember? So now you're already at 50% utilization, which is going to kill your credit score. So with the self-lender credit card, it's a savings account, so it's a win-win. I had the $12,000 line of credit that was reporting to all three credit bureaus. But here's the kicker, guys. You can do a year term, a 2-year term. At the end of that term, you get a check back for that money, and you build
Mm.
your credit. But there is a downfall to that. Once you cut the check or whatever, then they stop reporting. There's another option. You can roll it over into a self-lender credit card to where you could still use it as a credit card and just pay your minimum amount. And they still report it for however long you want that credit card. So that is very, very advantageous for anybody to go ahead and apply for.
Let me tell you something, Miss Kim. I'm so glad I asked that question because I was about to go get me another secured credit card. Thank you.
You're
I'm so glad we
welcome.
do this. Y'all, listen, the universe always knows how to work. The universe knows how to align you with the right people with the right information at the very right time. It's called divine timing. Because that was definitely divine timing because that was on my to-do list for tomorrow.
And let me tell you, it's only $9 to get started. And then they start your automatic payment 30 days after that.
Wow. That ain't
Mm-hmm.
nothing. Nine. Are you saying nine like five and four fingers together? Nine. Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. I'm scratching off my other thing on my to do list. Forget
And
the
it's in
secure
your
credit card for right now. Yeah, I'll definitely check in that. So if you all have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to either one of us. Both of us can get you the information you need to start building and battling your credit for sure, for sure. And if you just have questions, ask them. We're not trying to sell you on anything. This is just a free resource for you. Like she said, free game. This is nothing but free game we are offering at the end of the day because you may not know some things. You see, I got questions. So there's some things that the two of us know and that we both have separately different skill sets and knowledge sets that can help you just improve your overall quality of life. That's the name of the game. It's Wealth Wednesday. And it is time for
abs-
us to really just institute generational wealth in our families, y'all, in our communities. And one way it can happen is making sure that you're building up your credit so you can go out there and do the things that you want to do. So you can go out there and buy a house. So you can go out there and get the good job or the good insurance policies because all of these people are checking your credit. And what
absolutely.
we discovered in one of our recent conversations is that if your credit is not properly reflecting your character, or at least if you don't think so, then that means it's time to get started on doing something. That's why I'm working on mine. I'm trying to buy land. Forget the word try.
Not
I am buying some land. I'm buying property. And those things are going to require a good credit history, something that proves my good character because I got good character and I need my credit to reflect such. I'm a strong person
absolutely.
and I need strong credit to reflect that. So if you got weak credit, it's making you look like a weak person out here. And I'm trying to keep my mouth as censored as possible as from what I really want to say to y'all.
Be yourself. Be
You
real. Keep
know,
it real.
the way
You know
I
what I'm
look
saying?
at it, man, if you got some weak ass credit, that mean you a weak ass person out here. You're a weak ass boss out here.
Hmm.
So if you want to be a real boss, you need to get your ducats in a row. If you want to be a real boss, you need to be walking around with a plastic full of credit, not walking around with all your money in your pocket, all your money in a shoebox at the house. All your money shouldn't be
Right.
sitting in a checking account or in a savings account. This conversation is beyond just credit. This conversation is about doing what needs to be done for us to be where we want to be. Because it
And
doesn't happen
reinvesting in
without it.
yourself.
Huh.
That's right. And,
It,
and, and a real quick testimony about that self lender credit card. I had my son, my 23-year-old, well, he was 21 at the time. He only had a T Mobile bill that was reporting to TransUnion. So he didn't have any other credit scores on any other of like Experian and Equifax. Once I had him do a self lender, he was able to increase his credit score 568 points in a matter of 35 days. 568 points. These are real live true stories, guys. I have all of my clients get that self lender credit card and stop messing with those
come on.
small secured credit cards because
Come
they're
on.
they're off because they're going to charge you with fees off the rip. So you may as well save your money and do what you need to do.
Yeah. Well, I think we have probably preached and teached enough for tonight. I think that was some very strong points that have been brought to our awareness. Like I said, I can't thank you enough. I thank you for myself. I thank you for my family. I thank you for everybody who is watching this live and watching the replay because this is information that that we need here and now. Because I don't think there's anybody watching this that is not trying to up their financial game. I don't think there is anybody watching this who can't use a couple extra dollars in their bank account. that is actually doing its own thing and growing on its own, having their money make money. You shouldn't be doing
Right.
all the work for the money. Make your money do some work. Put your money to
Absolutely.
work to make it grow itself, for it to serve you. We're not here to serve money. Money is here to serve us. We are the
Ab-
masters. We got to be masters over our money, which means we got to be masters over our credit. So,
Absolutely. Preach, my sister, preach. And I do see some people over here on a platform that's congratulating us and they're saying that we're awesome ladies.
yes,
And
yes, it's been
also,
popping up. Yeah. We
yeah, thank you for
appreciate you. Shout
saying
out to Trisha. Trisha in the house. Trisha in the house. We appreciate
yeah.
you all for joining us. Miss Kim, do you have any final words for him before we go today?
I don't have any final words. I just want to say, you guys, it's never too late to get started and it's never too late to be great. Okay. And don't beat yourself up about not knowing or not doing something that you didn't do yesterday. Let's go ahead and look for a greater future.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much. I thank you all for joining us. We are here to answer questions. So send your questions in. Tell them where to find you.
Absolutely. You can go to my website and check out all the amazing products and services that we have. You can check me out on kimscreditleverage.com. You can also call me and leave a text message of credit. If you would like a link to Self Lender, you could text me at 719-377-2432.
You got it. You got it. So reach out to her. Reach out to me. I am Mimi the Motivator. You can find me at mimithemotivator.com. That's two I's, not two E's. Or reach out to me on Instagram. That's where I live. Y'all know I'm not on Facebook. I dangle here every now and then. But if you want to really contact me, come holler at me on Instagram or follow us on Clubhouse, because we'll be doing some things on Clubhouse in this coming month that is going to blow your mind. I promise you that.
I do have one thing else to add.
Yeah.
Mimi is all of these products and services too, guys. So
Mm-hmm.
get at her about your credit, get at her about your finances. She even helps with budgeting, she even helps with Black wealth. Actually, tell them about what we're going to do in the morning.
Oh, thank you so much. So, in the morning, we are having Black Coffee Talk, where we have some intimate conversation about how we can build Black wealth in the community within our families. What are the challenges? What are the opportunities? What are the solutions? There are people of all age, of all coming from all over the place. We even had somebody from Canada last week. So, this is not a limited conversation at all, and you get a lot of fresh perspective. So come with your pencil and your pen ready, and come with something to even offer. We do an offer and ask every week. So it is a great space to even network. So come join us at Black Coffee Talk. The link, you can find it on my website, or go to Eventbrite and look up Black Coffee Talk. It's not that hard to find. You can Google me. Google it, baby. But we do this every Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We're there, so you be there. Beat me there, because I might be running late. I'm in Eastern Time. Actually, I'm going to be able to stroll in very woke for a change. But outside of that, we also have a masterclass every month. So this month's masterclass part 3 is healing your money wounds, and it is going down Saturday, May 29th. So get your ticket now. And if you want to know how you can get a free ticket, then you got to be on the call in the morning, because we give out free tickets on Thursdays. All right, y'all. So we out. We love y'all.
Love you.
Bye.
Peace and blessings. Bye.
And I can't end us. I can't figure it out. Finish. There we go.